Hey guys, Mike here. Welcome back to Mike's RC Corner. Got a great video here for you guys today. Real excited about this one. As you can see, I got a drone or a quadcopter, and it comes with a HD camera and a gimbal, of course. You're looking at from G10, the UPAIR ONE. Now this is kind of like a second model. The original one, I believe, is called the UPAIR Chase, and it had a few slight issues, especially with the gimbal. And they re-released this as the UPAIR ONE, I believe, and comes with a few major components in the box. I'm just going to show you guys quick here some of the features that it says here. It says auto return, it's got GPS, you can do FPV, and it self-levels itself. Pretty cool stuff. Guys, I'm going to take this out of the box and show you what's all comes inside. So sit tight and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and again I apologize, my basement is all torn up and in boxes and getting ready to pack as we're just about to move, so I'm doing this video outside. Some of the major things that came in this box are as follows. It comes with a proprietary charger, cool charger I might add, North American style plug on this end, and then you come with two plugs, and one plug's for the smart battery on the quadcopter itself, and then the other charges the 1500 milliamp hour 2-cell LiPo that's in the radio, which is pretty cool. I really appreciate that because the screen is powered through the whole radio. It's not separate power source. The radio powers the screen. Let's just talk about the battery for a second. This is the smart battery that comes with it, 5400 milliamp hours, 3-cell. 10C. We got the smart sensor on the back side here, so you click and it will tell you the storage charge of the battery. So I just charged this the other day, so it's got a full charge, and it neatly fits into the back side of the quad like so, and we'll get to that in a minute. I want to talk about the radio that comes with it. It's pretty cool. Nice clean looking radio. It has a swivel on the back side here, so you can position and maneuver the screen where you want, and it's connected via this cable. You got two big antennas on the back with a nice stand here. When we flip this over, the gimbal's center on each, so it means it has altitude hold type characteristics. Now we have a couple, we have a 2-set switch and a 3-set switch. Now this one is just for flying normal, and if you want it to return home out of land, you flip that one down. Over here, the 3 setting, you have altitude hold and fly it as you want to. Middle click puts it in GPS mode, so that will position hold. And lastly, we have headless mode, so it doesn't matter which way it's facing. Front is, or up is back, pull down is towards you, no matter which way the quadcopter is facing, left is right. And that may be helpful a bit if you're filming. And we have the screen, of course. It looks to be like a 5-inch screen to me. It has a on-screen display from the quadcopter itself. Slide this down, as I was mentioning, we have a 1500 milliamp hour 3-cell battery with a JST plug connected to the radio. So if this ever went bad, you could just slip in another one of your choice, and that's the charger port they used for it. And there's a switch on the back to turn the radio on. Now it's a little bit deceiving at first because you think you kind of got it on, but that only turns the radio on. There's another click over that actually turns the screen on, and when you do that, you see the screen powers up, and it'll be snowy because the quadcopter is not on, and it's showing you the charge of the battery in the radio. So we'll just turn the radio off quick here, and we'll talk about the quad. Then after we're done talking about this, we'll fire it up and I'll give you a demo flight. So we have a 2-axis gimbal, 2.7K camera. You have to, oops, that's not good. you have to supply your own SD card that goes on the side. It also has that Samsung type of connector USB. I'm not entirely sure what that's for because I have recorded video on this already and plugged it into my computer, and it would not detect as a drive, and I couldn't get the videos off the USB cord. I had to take the camera out. I will have to do more research about that, see what's up with that. Nice dampen on the gimbal. Of course, as you can see, there's antennas for the FPV and the antenna for the quadcopter, all through the legs, the landing gear. Now they use sticky tape, and the landing gear itself has some pinchers. That's not necessarily the best option, so you might consider putting a few tie wraps on just to make sure that stuff doesn't come out. Propellers are self-tightening. There's no tool included, so you just tighten it on yourself. The black ones go this way, and the white ones, or silver, go here. Pretty cool. It's that Phantom look, as you can see. Nice and clean, white, no decals or decals, no stickers. You can do it yourself if you want. This has a fair amount of weight. It's pretty hefty. This is a heavy-duty quadcopter. I'll have all the links in the notes in case you're interested. This is about $300 less than the Phantom 3 Basic Edition, and you know, it may lack a couple features like follow me and stuff like that, but I'm not really interested in that. I think it just does great video. I'm gonna take this up, guys. And oh, one last thing I forgot to mention here. On the radio, there's the gimbal control that moves the gimbal up and down, and on the side here we have a photo button and a record button. So maybe I'll just turn it on quick. So we have a quick press and a second press, turns it on, and we'll turn the radio on, and I'll just show you what the on-screen display looks like. You can see you can move the gimbal around. Now I'm bringing it up. Pretty cool stuff. You gotta leave the radio on for a few minutes. You want to connect the satellites. I've done it for about 1 minute and it connects to 14 satellites just like that. Hey guys, I'm gonna end the video here. For this part of the unboxing and overview, and I'll bring this out to a field and we'll get it up in the air, and I'll do a demo flight and show you some of the video this thing can take. Alright, so sit tight and we'll get to that part of the video right now. Thanks. Hey guys, Mike here, doing the flight portion of the video of the UPAIR ONE. I have it turned on, and just so you know, to turn it on, the power button's on the back side, and you quick press it and then hold it for 2 seconds and it powers up. I have the radio here, of course, and the wind is blowing away from us here. It's about 25-kilometer breeze, gusting up to about 35 according to the Weather Channel. So right now I'm looking downwind because I want to eliminate the wind noise in the camera here. So I have the remote here, but I think the best idea might be to stand opposite of the sun, so I don't get the sun in the screen. It'll be easier to see. So again, I'll just go over the radio real quick. So you have your normal mode, and this switch does return to home. We have your altitude hold. The middle click is GPS, and down click the third position is headless mode. Outside, I hope you guys can see all this. Outside powers on the motors, and if it's in GPS mode, it auto takes off and goes up about 5-6 feet, I believe. And to power it off is land it and continue to hold down. So basically I'm going to take off in altitude hold, and then I am going to put it into GPS mode. It's probably a little bit hard to see here. Over here I have my satellite count, and just turn it on in a minute or two. I've already connected to 14 satellites. And over here it's your altitude, all this kind of stuff. Hope you guys can see all this. And another cool thing is, being that this is FPV camera, 5.8 gigahertz, you can wear goggles and see what the screen is seeing too. So guys, I'm going to take it right now and just give you a quick demo flight. I have it here in the tall grass. I'm going to put this little white mushroom growing out here in the field as our indicator for when we do return to home. Oh, she auto takes off. So there we go. Sticks outwards on the bottom. Put her up. As you can see, the quad is found its GPS lock and is hovering. It's quite loud. We can bring the gimbal down now, control the camera by rolling this dial. The tall grass was affecting it a bit. She's fighting the wind, drifting a little bit back. You can see the battery sense. Anyways, over here, it's told me that we're at about 4 or 5 meters in altitude. So let's just fly this around a bit. It's not sporty at all, but I think it gets around pretty good. Full pitch forward. It is losing its altitude, so I'm just giving it a bit of altitude on the left stick. But it seems to be a nice little flyer. Hopefully the gimbal's doing alright. Let me see, you can center myself here in the picture. Pretty good, hello. It is gusting pretty good. Well, we'll get this guy up a bit. See if we can take him up about 50-60 meters. She's doing well. I've actually collected an extra satellite. And the voltage is at 11.32, 0.33. It's bouncing up and down. And my flight time is 3 minutes. I'll actually start recording now, dummy me. And we'll do a little pan here so you guys can see what's going on with the 2K camera on this sucker. Like I said again, it says I'm about 28 meters up now. It looks like it's descended a little bit. Some apartment buildings, pretty cool. Let's bring the camera down, see if I can find myself. There I am. I'm waving, hello! Pretty cool stuff. Super easy to fly. Well, I'm gonna bring this up to about 60 meters and we'll see what we can see. And we'll see myself get smaller and smaller. 45. So I'm sitting at leveled off at about 63 meters. And that's me directly below it. And we'll just kind of pan her out a bit, get a horizon shot, and just do panning here. There's some tennis courts. It's actually quite windy out. Seems like it's gotten some bigger gusts since I've been here. So I'm going to point it a bit of ways out and fly down a ways from myself. Seems to be booting pretty good. And I'll just do another pan around quick. And just to do a quick demo, I'm going to put it now in return to home, and we'll see where she should land. I put the marker down. Where is my marker indicator? Over here. So let's see what it does. So I've engaged it, and it is flying backwards fast. Real fast. Crazy fast. I'm going to point it right down at me. And it looks to be pretty much right above me. And it's descending now. So it maintained its altitude, it looked like. And now it's at about 25 meters and descending. I think the manual says it will come down to about 15 meters or so. And kind of position itself a little bit better. And then make the final descent down. So we're sitting right at that point now. It kind of stabilized itself. Looks like it's fighting to go forward a bit now. And coming down. I'll get closer to it and we'll see how close we are to our marker. I'm going to put the camera up because we're landing in the grass. The wind blew it over and I killed the motors quickly on it. I say it's gusting up pretty high today, so pretty cool. So that's where our final resting place is, right here. And one stride, two strides. So it landed about 2 yards away from its takeoff position. So roughly a little over, probably 6 feet or so. I think that's pretty acceptable. I mean, you don't want to be doing it in a terribly tight area, but I think that's effective return to home function. So I'm going to end the video here. Actually, cool, once it landed, it gave its flight statistics on the screen, which I didn't notice. Oh, there it is. So it shows a 7-minute, 16-second we flew a total of 353 meters. I think I was out from myself 27 meters. And the highest altitude was 63 meters. It's pretty cool stuff. And wow, I'm up to 20 satellites. So this thing rocks. It really good with the GPS and everything. Hope you guys enjoyed the demo flight. Failed to mention this is my second attempt. I had a great demo flight earlier. Actually even had a passerby come and talk to me and was totally geeking out over how all this thing could do. And dummy me forgot to turn off the video recording, so the file was corrupted. And I hope to remedy that. I hope this video works out. Thanks for tuning into this. It's the UPAIR ONE. I'll have links in the notes for it if you're interested. And as always, appreciate you guys watching. Hope you subscribe if you're new. And we'll hope to see y'all guys on the next video. Take care. Peace out.